Hello, welcome to this special edition of Wrestling in Mom's Basement. This is the Fastlane 2018 prediction show. I, of course, am Patrick Young. This guy to my right spent $120 on a Ring of Honor pay-per-view that we couldn't even see. Joe Venuto.
Yeah, Honor Club is not fine right now.
No, it's not.
As we speak. Well, 60th anniversary there.
Yeah. Right now, we would be watching Ring of Honor and taping this later, but it's not working out that way.
Nah. This is the Fastlane 2018 predictions. Kicking things off. Naomi and Becky Lynch versus Natalya and Carmella.
I'm going to go with Becky and Naomi on this one. Especially with what I think could happen later down the road on this show. WWE likes to have the Money in the Bank holder lose if they have a match the same night that they cashed in. And I think it might happen on the show just to get it out of the way before Mania, because odds are Carmella's not holding it after Mania. So I'm going to go with Becky and Naomi.
There's not much of a story told about this actual stuff with Natalya and Naomi exchange words or enter back to be Carmella in that match. You would think that those characters would try to come up for storylines for pay-per-view matches, but there was just a week after here. The crowd may die during some of them actually the like story, although Naomi and Becky are liked by most of the fans. Anyway, I'll go with Naomi pin Carmella, who still has the Money Bank contract, believe it or not. Yes. He's a bigger fan of Carmella than me, as you can tell.
I won't even call myself a fan of Carmella.
He popped when Carmella teased the cash in pill.
Yeah, because something was going to happen.
Yes, sometimes I would prefer something not to happen than something I don't want to happen, just so people can react.
So she would have cashed it at Philly and lost it at Fastlane. And then Asuka came out and challenged.
It's a waste of a briefcase. It's a waste of a Money Bank contract to give her the title. Just because you're the first doesn't mean you have to be successful.
I think you do.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I think you set the pace, you started the trend. I think if you're the first, you should win.
Technically, we're in an era of equality, so I don't know why we're just singling out woman. Just because it's the first woman's Money in the Bank match, it's not the first ever Money in the Bank match. So technically, the Money in the Bank has been successful. A successful gimmick and a staple of WWE for the last 13 years. So Carmella win it, so she's a superstar and not just a woman or a diva. Her loser or cash isn't going to be that big of a deal, because suddenly James Ellsworth won it the first time. So it's not that big of a deal, because it's not the first ever Money in the Bank ever. It's just the first ever women's one. People aren't going to remember it this year when somebody better wins it. So my bold prediction for Money in the Bank in 4 months is going to be this. It's going to be this gen, or 3 months. It's going to be this gen. Carmella's going to try to cash in after the woman's Money in the Bank is crowned, but it's going to turn out that she can't cash in because her contract is officially expired since it's the new woman's Money in the Bank. There you go. That's my bold prediction for Money in the Bank. 3 months in advance. I'm calling. Up next, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rusev.
He's the Royal Rumble winner, so he shouldn't lose on the pay-per-view before Mania. It's Nakamura.
I like both guys a lot, but once again, it's their story this match. Nakamura did an interview, Rusev interrupted it, and now they have a match. It was 2 minutes. Why not second storyline weeks ago? Both guys have been off television so much the last month. You know, both guys are liked by the fans. So you got the fans are firmly behind Nakamura, but they also love chanting Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev Day.
And if WWE listens to the fans, they will turn Rusev at the Royal Rumble, or right after it.
Yes.
Instead, he's still a heel. This should be a win for Nakamura since he won the Royal Rumble. There's no reason for him to lose this match, even though I can't recall some Rumble winners losing at the following pay-per-view before WrestleMania in the past. Steve Austin losing to Triple H is one of my favorite matches ever. Spoiler alert for WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah.
At No Way Out 2001, for example. I don't think it's going to happen here, though. Nakamura wins and give him more positive momentum going to wrestling. Up next, SmackDown Women's Championship, Charlotte Flair versus Ruby Riott.
if it just stays Charlotte and Ruby, I'm gonna go with Charlotte.
It's staying Charlotte and Ruby because that's the better match. A Charlotte win is the most obvious outcome of Fastlane. There's no chance she's going to lose the title to Ruby Riott. I'd rather her lose to Ruby Riott if it's not the right time for Ruby to win the belt. But I'd rather her lose to Ruby Riott than option Z. 1 month before WrestleMania, mind you. At least there's a story in place versus Charlotte beat Ruby's allies, Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan. And then Ruby beat Charlotte's allies, Naomi and Becky Lynch. Ruby will probably be on offense for most of the match. Charlotte will come back, take her, Liv and Sarah outside the ring. And then win with the figure submission. The plans for Charlotte versus Royal Rumble winner Asuka at WrestleMania, as far as I know. So Asuka will probably announce she's Charlotte soon. It should be made official by next week's SmackDown. It's just there's less than a month down to go to WrestleMania. Up next, United States Championship: Bobby Roode versus Randy Orton.
With it being said, I don't see the point of taking the belt off of Roode at this point before Mania. However, I think Jinder is going to get involved. We're going to see no contest, so if I had to pick a winner, I'm going to go with Roode, but I think it's going to be a no contest.
This is so weird because Jinder Mahal has been heavily involved by having issues with both guys. He beat Orton on SmackDown last week because of Roode jumped on the apron after from Mahal into Roode. As soon as obviously they were going down a triple threat match here, yet WWE announced it as a singles match. Due to the obvious involvement of Mahal, this is either going to end disqualification or Mahal is going to be added to it before the match. I think they might change it as a triple threat, but it's tough to really predict that because it's a bit bold. I'll go with Roode retain the title, but that's not the sure thing.
Yeah.
SmackDown Tag Team Championships, the Usos versus the New Day.
I think they have the Usos and Bludgeon Brothers set up a lot tighter than they do New Day and the Bludgeon Brothers. So I'm going to think the Usos retain the belts.
I like both teams a lot. I enjoyed the 2017 feud quite a bit. I don't mind WWE going back to the rivalry because they know how to put on a exciting match every time to get in a ring together. Also, the U.S. title situation, things are a bit complicated here. Because on SmackDown 2 weeks ago, we saw the Bludgeon Brothers enter the ring into the Usos and the New Day did a promo. I think those teams had a really good 15-minute match, only for the Bludgeon Brothers. Harbor Row, for those who don't know who the Bludgeon Brothers are. Good to go down to the ring, beat up both teams, and there's not a winner match. It could sell a tag team ladder match at WrestleMania. I'm spoiling off it for NXT. Won't be spoiling off it, but if you heard the news about NXT, you know what I'm talking about, though. But they do have a ladder match at WrestleMania. I could see this being sell for that, too. Since last year, the World Tag Teams had a ladder match. So it makes sense to go to the SmackDown teams this year, if there is a ladder match. That's not one of the positions where I'm not that sure about it, so I'll just go with the champs as the winners, though I think the interference is more likely.
Yeah.
And the main event is a 6-pack challenge for the WWE Championship. AJ Styles versus John Cena versus Sami Zayn versus Ken Owens versus Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, I think it has to be AJ at this point. I don't think there's really a reason they take the belt off of him to add somebody else into this title match. We've had a ton of multi-man matches for the WWE Championship, especially recently. I would just like to see a singles match for the WWE Championship for once. And then I think there's a much better story to tell if it's just AJ and Nakamura than AJ Nakamura and somebody else. So I'm going to go with AJ Styles.
The Saturday event, which was originally a 3-way match, Styles versus Owens. Then a 4-way, Corbin added to it during Owens. Then a 5-way, Ziggler added to it after he beat Zayn. And finally, 6-pack challenge after Cena beat Styles 2 weeks ago. This is Cena's second pay-per-view main event in 2 weeks since he was part of the Center Main Chamber Elevation Chamber match. That Roman Reigns won 2 weeks ago. I'll break it down 6 ways by listing the comparison of the match. First, Sami Zayn. It pays me to say this, that he's the least likely to win, but Zayn won the 5-way match on SmackDown. Everybody in this match might see it. That means there's a very little chance he's going to win again. If anything, it makes him more than likely to get pinned. While I'm intrigued is how Zayn and his best buddy Ken Owens will be booking the match because Zayn pinned Owens last week. I'd like to see them work together for most of the match, ready to predict a little bit when they fight. Dolph Ziggler, I really like Ziggler's promo on SmackDown, followed by his match with Styles before turning to the 5-way, which was a good match too. It's nice to see Ziggler out here telling him how ridiculous that he hasn't had a singles match at WrestleMania yet. Well, I hope he gets that singles match at WrestleMania. I doubt that happens. I really don't think he's going to win this match. I feel like either Zayn or Ziggler will take the pin in this match. Kevin Owens, a lot of what I said about Zayn goes for Owens as well, although it's different because Zayn got the pin by SmackDown. That leaves a silver chance for Owens winning the title here. But I doubt that's the direction they go in. I think Owens and Zayn will end up fighting each other towards that match, with the story being that their selfishness got in the way. Baron Corbin, it seems like Corbin's just kind of there in this match. I thought his quick promo on SmackDown against Cena was good, besides the Sesame Street bars, because they have a history, and Cena was the reason why he failed during his money back cash in 10 minutes in the summer. So Corey will probably close one several times. I doubt he would be playing over here. John Cena, the Super Cena wins 17th WWE World title. Will be nice, but it's not happening at this show. Cena's actually wrestling against Undertaker, and maybe official Cena's Monday's Raw or the week after. I appreciate WWE though trying to tell the story that he has to win this, have a clip at WrestleMania, but it's not that compelling, and most fans can see through. And AJ Styles, I'm about 95% sure that Styles won the match. Styles was not where is the match that they should do at WrestleMania. I was the one to say they since got started in the company 2 years ago. Styles has had a good run as a champion aside from all the non-title losses. And Nakamura won the Rumble match, so there's no reason to change the course. Still with that plan, put Styles over bring their show, it'll be the right decision. They should get 20-25 minutes for this match. There will probably be near falls going all the time as guys bring up in intense. It's very possible that weapons like cancer should be used. Well, some guys will probably prefer tables too. And then AJ Styles shouted Sam Reigns says the man is still the WWE champion. So my winner, AJ Styles.
So if you're actually paying attention, we literally picked the same for every single match. Just like I thought we would, and it seems almost a trend with us that we agree so much that often pay-per-views come down to maybe one prediction at the very most 3. So we actually decided to add something a little special. We are actually going to add an extra point prediction. You can make the prediction anything you want, as long as it doesn't disagree with any prediction you previously made for any of the matches. So, like, you can't say, alright, I pick AJ Styles, but your surprise prediction is John Cena wins. So you can't necessarily cover your bases that way. It has to be something that's not against what you picked.
Go ahead.
Alright, so my first pick, and I know Joe's going to think I'm choosing Carmella cashing in, but I'm not. Because I'm a man of my word, and I said I wasn't. Because he nearly had a conniption when I brought it up to him. And he thought about it the right way.
Just think about the idea. I feel all your conniptions right now.
I still think it can happen, but that's not my extra point prediction I'm going to go with. My extra point prediction, in fact, is when we will hear gongs go off the main event.
Okay, so now that we have the same extra point prediction, what do you do there?
I don't know.
You know what? We hear the gong go off in the main event, or the lightning strike. We hear some sort of Undertaker distraction. AJ hits Cena with the phenomenal forearm and pins Cena to win the match. There, I'll add some ice.
Okay. So my prediction's easier.
Right. I'm done. We hear some sort of Undertaker. Some sort of message from Undertaker to Cena, and AJ his Cena with a phenomenal form, and when that goes against what I said, because I said Cena or Goff's gonna pin, but that was my prediction too. So I'm just gonna add. I'm gonna add to it.
All right, hold on. Let's make sure there can be a winner for this. I will actually switch my point to Carmella, like you thought it was going to be.
Alright, I'm going to switch mine then to we have take out the part of Cena get a pin, but we get a message from Undertaker. So it says a message to Cena. I mean, a message to Cena from Undertaker.
So for me, if Carmella actually does cash in and win, I get one extra point.
Correct.
if Undertaker has some sort of gong or distraction, we hear a presence of Undertaker experience that, he gets a point. So we can still easily end up with a tie here
Even
if
though
both things happen, or if
even
neither
though that
happen.
goes against what I said about when I put that I don't see it being made fish. I don't see them doing anything until Monday's Raw. Or the weekend. But
I'm going with the strict prediction of you can't pick like AJ to win the match,
and it's Cena.
and then you pick Cena,
Okay.
or you picked
Dang, why did-
or you pick Bobby Roode. You're not going to also pick Randy Orton.
Damn, why don't I just pick Naomi? It's gonna wear a wig for her entrance.
Yeah, we're still working on the rules, but
It does not affect the result of my prediction for the match. I'm done with Naomi wears a wig on her entrance. It says that's almost guaranteed I win.
I'm going to go with Becky Lynch saying straight fire then.
No, you can't do that. You can't change yours. Because mine was complicated, so I'm changing mine. Or we're going to another one. Ruby is going to wear gear that shows off her tattoos.
Okay, we're going to stick with our Carmella cashes in
And Naomi wears wigs.
and Undertaker and presence of the Undertaker as well.
That's what I was trying to say. I'm only the one that's good with the worst.
I think I said if she wins. My only prediction is she cashes in.
Is she going to win or lose? If she's cashing in, you better be making a bold.
Is Undertaker going to cost Cena the match? And Cena gets pinned?
I took mine out because you changed it. Yours is more important. Yours determines.
But it's the same thing.
Yours determines the fate of the match at WrestleMania.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. Yours takes away a dream match.
If Carmella actually wins the belt, if she does,
you really don't think they're not going
there's still the SmackDown after. There's still the SmackDown after that.
You don't.
The SmackDown after that, and the SmackDown after that.
You really don't think she's not going to make it to Mania?
No.
Are you sure of that? It's Carmella.
Yes, I'm sure.
But it's Carmella.
I literally think they're gonna have her cash it in. Either lose. I don't think that should happen since she's the first woman's Money in the Bank. I know the rant you just had. I know the rant.
I can't believe
But I don't think they are going to have it.
I can't believe he's making me do this during National Women's Day, which was yesterday.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe you make me say this, but it doesn't matter if they're women. They're equal now. They're treated as equals. It's not the first. It's just the first ever woman's Money in the Bank. But they don't want.
She's still labeled as the first woman's Money in the Bank holder.
She's not even labeled as a Money in the Bank holder anymore.
She barely shows up, I know, but when she does, she's labeled as the first Money in the Bank holder.
No, she's not. She was on SmackDown. She was labeled as Carmella. Lady carrying around a briefcase for some reason. That's what she's labeled as. And they never clarify what belt she could cash in for. Right? Have her cash in on another title pusher. Get the belt free on Alexa. No offense, Alexa's been champion for like a year, it feels like.
No, that's Nia's task.
You might prefer that, but I mean, just for now. Have Nia squash both of them. Oh, okay. My God. Just think about that. Carmella as a champion, none of the WrestleMania. Think about that. That's what shows that my spot. You were willing to sacrifice an Asuka Charlotte match for Carmella versus Charlotte.
I never said you can't still have that match.
Carmella's going to go to the main as champ.
No, she won't.
Yes, she will. Believe me.
Hold on. Since you were talking about the first Money in the Bank, Edge is the first Money in the Bank holder.
Yeah.
How long did he hold the belt for?
4 weeks.
I think it was more like 2.
3 weeks.
Okay, it was 3 weeks.
Right.
For some reason, he didn't hold it to Mania, but he didn't hold it to Mania.
Right.
So what makes you think Carmella's going to hold it past Tuesday?
She's not. She's not cashing in out. She's cashing in.
If she cashes in and wins,
she's losing. Believe me. Look.
I don't think she holds it past. If she cashes in and wins, I don't think she's holding it past.
Believe me, you had an argument about this being the first ever women's Money in the Bank.
And I think when Charlotte wins it back, that's where you'll get Asuka showing up on SmackDown.
Believe me, you had an argument that she wins as the first ever women's Money in the Bank when she was when Ellsworth. If Ellsworth was still with her, you had an argument. Now they know Ellsworth is. They know she's nothing without Ellsworth. Hell, she knows she's nothing without Ellsworth. No need to ruin something you got good going for Charlotte for 2 days. But you can just keep the belt on her. The day Charlotte loses to Carmella, if Charlotte is pinned by Carmella, I do not watch women's wrestling until Carmella loses the title.
I will take her pinning Charlotte for the belt.
Oh,
If
right, and that'll do it all for the predictions. We'll see. You will take Carmella pinning Charlotte. This beautiful woman, this queen, legit queen, on my screen.
She's on the TV screen.
Yeah,
now.
on my screen. If whoever, and you better say the whole army takes her out, and not just the Riot Squad.
No. If it doesn't mean, I wasn't saying anyone takes Charlotte out. I'm saying I'll take Carmella pinning Charlotte for the title if it means that not happening to Asuka.
That's not going. They're not going to waste Asuka's streak on that.
I will take Charlotte being pinned for the title if that doesn't happen to Asuka later down the road.
They are not.
Which, the likelihood of that goes up after Mania, if Nia's holding the belt. So I'd rather her get it out of the way now. Hell, even against Charlotte, as long as that doesn't happen to Asuka.
No, the likelihood of that goes down at the Mania. They've been building on Asuka for 3 years will be in October. They're not going to waste her loss in a sneaky cash in.
No,
they're building Asuka for Ronda.
Yeah.
She's not going to lose nothing until Ronda. And I might start to come around that idea, by the way. Where I was a few weeks ago. Asuka losing to Ronda. If Ronda keeps going the pace she's going. I might eventually come around to that. They're going to tease the cash on Asuka. Sure. They're not going to make Asuka lose to Carmella at all.
I think the likelihood of that goes up if Carmella has a briefcase after Mania.
There's no chance Carmella catch on Nia.
Because they're going to go, oh crap, she has the briefcase.
My bold prediction about 18 minutes ago about her cashing in. My bold prediction for Money in the Bank pay-per-view, I'm standing by that. I'm telling you, she looks like the type of girl that you can make look stupid. The Women's Money in the Bank is going to open up the show at Money in the Bank. She's going to try to cash in on one of the two champions later on the night. Only to realize that her contract has officially expired because there's a new Women's Money in the Bank. I'm standing by that. WWE's not stupid to get Carmella involved with Asuka and Charlotte and Becky and Natalya and Ruby, and that's about it for talent on the SmackDown side. But they're not that dumb, believe me. I mean, look at this woman. Looks like a superstar. Pinning Charlotte, pinning Asuka. She's not pinning me. I'm saying by it. I'll point off your prediction. She cashes in on Sunday, she's losing. I'll add to yours. That's not my pick, but I'm just going to tweak yours up. And say she's losing. There's no way. I don't care if she's the first, she's the second, she's the third, if you were just giving the damn briefcase to the woman who should have gotten it in the first place, Charlotte or Becky, then we won't be having this discussion. Oh, you could give it to friggin' Naomi. At least she's competent. Friggin' Carmella. Remember that rumor Ellsworth had tried?
Yes.
They honestly should have Ellsworth beat Carmella for the briefcase, since he technically won it. I had him try to catch it. And it will be a better women's champion.
Yes.
I'm sorry, he drank. There must have been some good stuff in his Mexican dinner. To even
In my tacos.
to think that there was a put something, there was a spike bill. To even suggest that Cornell has a chance of beating Oscar after Mania, before Mania, tomorrow, and 5 years from now, 10 years from now. No, Carmelo is the only person to beat Oscar.
That she is.
But she didn't touch Oscar in that match, so just to clarify. For some reason, it wasn't Carmelo eliminating Oscar. Ava Marie eliminated Oscar in that battle royal.
Yeah, she did.
Just to clarify. And another topic I wanted to get into when we do the reviews this week is Asuka's losing streak. I'm not really sure how that counts towards the mixed match challenge if Miz gets pinned. When Asuka lost in a battle royal already, and that was her losing a match. Legit, her losing.
Yeah.
If Miz gets pinned, that does not affect Asuka because she doesn't. Either her team loses, she doesn't lose. Hell, Asuka also went. Asuka, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, lost triple threat match before too at NXT House Show, and she didn't get pinned.
Oh, really?
Yeah, during the time Billy was the champ, it was Billy, Asuka, and it was probably Alexa and Carmella.
Yeah.
Maybe not, but it was probably Alexa and Carmella at that point, and Asuka still didn't get. They don't count that. WWE's undefeated streak, for those of us that pay attention, are that if you're pinned or submit, they don't even count.
Well, I don't think a house show actually counts.
Okay, that doesn't. But in all seriousness, though, I am asking though, how come the battle?
Only like WCW counted that with Goldberg.
Okay, but no, this is a serious question though. How come they don't count the battle royals? She's the one that lost the match. Nobody else lost it for her.
This may be more semantics, but do they say she's undefeated? She's undefeated.
She's undefeated.
Or do they say that she's on a winning streak?
She's undefeated. That video package, remember that they were built in the match against Nia? That was undefeated.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, they have her breaking Goldberg's record.
Yeah.
She's so many, now she's so many, and her record. That's her record. That's what they brag her as.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Because she broke Goldberg's streak. So if a match, I'm just saying, if a match that she lost is a count, if Miz gets pinned in the mixed match challenge, I don't think that should count because she's not losing. She's not getting pinned in the match.
Was Goldberg ever in a World War III match?
No, he wasn't actually.
He was?
He wasn't.
Wasn't?
No. No, because I believe in the 97 one, which will probably be the one you're referring to. Where he debuted that one, right?
Yeah.
He attacked Mongo to get Mongo eliminated, so I don't think he was.
Alright, then, yeah, technically
Asuka, Miz and Asuka losing mixed match challenge, which I think they're winning anyway. But
they probably are.
Asuka and Miz losing mixed match challenge isn't going to. I don't think it should affect her streak.
No, it shouldn't.
Because Miz will more likely be the one to get pinned.
Exactly.
Anyway, now if Asuka got pinned in that, then her streak's definitely over.
Yes.
Yeah, but if her team loses, they don't. Yeah.
Well, we spent the last 10 minutes complaining, ranting about Carmella possibly cashing in.
Yeah, because some weirdos want that.
I didn't necessarily say I wanted it. I said I think it's going to happen.
I'm not being mean when I say this. I'm not sure Carmella's own family. They might be happy for her, and then they'll realize, oh shit, what a stupid booking decision by Riddle. And Riddle made some stupid booking decisions last year. Jinder for 6 months. This will be worse than Jinder winning for 6 months.
You know, championship that only lasts 2 days would be worse than Jinder's.
Yes. At least eventually there's a point to Jinder's. We're getting AJ.
What was the point of Jinder's title reign?
We're getting AJ. We got AJ and Lesnar. We're getting AJ Nakamura 95% sure. that was the point of Jinder's title reign.
And why not just have AJ Styles from Randy Orton?
Well, they could do that, but that won't make too much sense. They thought Jinder was Indian. Clearly, they forgot the part where he's from.
Canada.
New York. Yeah, Canada. Carmel's from New York. Well, Carmel's like the female gender.
Carmel is also from Boston, I think, in real life.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, anyway.
Carmel's in the female gender.
Well, anyway, we wasted about 15 minutes on ranting.
Well, we had to, because some of us just told this might have been the stupidest prediction you've ever made in the history of our prediction readers.
Watch, it happens, but I get a point for it.
Oh, good. I get to watch GCW Weekly 9:30. You're not exactly punishing me. Believe me, I have worse punishments.
Well, anyway, before our time runs out.
And I was giving you a Divas Championship match. What happens if we tie? But seriously, we should run it back up.
We really should.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know why we come up with plans in the middle of shows.
3 minutes, think.
I don't know.
I got one. Kevin Owens. I had one for me. Kevin Owens close to the same. Kevin Owens close to the same in the championship in this match. So Sammy beat Owens for the whole we take with SmackDown. There you go.
So that's your prediction now?
No, that's my backup prediction. Just in case we do tough. Because I do think there is.
I think at Royal Rumble, or no, not Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, we tied. And we ended up just doing Rumble. We tied, and we just both did our reviews.
But this was your idea to add this bonus. Okay, so this bonus thing isn't going to last long. So if we say tie, we're saying kindness. Alright then, be back Sunday night for the Fastlane 2018 review, where there's a good chance, no matter what, you're getting 3 pay-per-view reviews next week.
Yes.
Because we just made this new system completely worthless. Because we're going to stay tied no matter what.
No, I did it because we kept on picking the same matches.
Well, you should have said that in the beginning. Alright then. We'll see you Sunday night. Hopefully. And hopefully
I'm sorry for our bickering and planning on our videos.
Hopefully he's not drunk when Carmelo loses the match on Sunday night.
Technically, my prediction was she cashes in.
The fact that somebody predicts that's just scary. And
anyway,
we'll see you Sunday.